Finally, Arran Articulates has come back to you too.
Welcome to Arran Articulates, the rant and rave king. Talks about issues that affect you and everything. Rants, swings, and even some rambles. All of the stuff that make your life a shambles. This is Arran Articulates, the articulation king. Even has guests on the show to see what they bring. We come living uncut with a little rant crew. Longs you can rant, you are welcome here too. Like and subscribe to Arran Articulates and never miss a vid. Get everyone watching, including your kid. This is Arran Articulates. Welcome to the show. Now click that like button and let's just go.
Hello everybody and welcome to a new episode of Arran Articulates, the show where I articulate all of the problems in life so that you don't have to. Here we are, a new episode, and I've just literally finished doing bedtime tonight with my little one. Now, I've mentioned this briefly a couple of times, but this show is dedicated to it. Now, when we were expecting the baby, I had a few conversations with people that had already been through it, and I was a bit concerned at the time. How's life going to change? Like, should I be worried? I remember someone sat me down and said, once that baby's there and you bond with that baby and you read them books at bedtime and you create that connection with them, it's just, there's nothing like it. I can tell you now, that person is a liar, because bedtime and books are it's boring now, and it's boring not because, like, don't get me wrong, lovely, like tonight she listened to the stories, she even read one herself, lovely, but my beef is coming with some of the books that we're reading now. Right, last night, for example, now the snail and the whale. Okay, I'm all for a little bit of make-believe in a child's story. Let's not forget she's 4, right? I don't mind a talking animal. Think about the Gruffalo. Do you know what? As a story, yeah, I can buy it. Yeah, there's an unusual creature in the woods that could exist. There's a few talking animals that go through the woods. He's a bit thick, and in the end, like, he gets done in by this mouse, really, doesn't he? Like, the mouse just totally does him, and he's just like, just cruising along behind him. But I can get it, and I don't mind the story. It's an all right one. I don't mind a bit of make-believe. But what my issue comes with is just things that are just so obviously not going to happen. And then I have to answer questions when she starts asking me about them. So, for instance, this one, right? Essentially, I'm not going to read it all to you. It's not like bedtime on BBC where I'm going to sit down and do it like bloody Tom Hardy or something. But so look, there's basically a whale, right? And it swims off, and all the snails are left on this big pile of rubbish. Seagull up there with a fish in its mouth. This is all fair enough. Don't mind this. And then the whale sort of starts swimming, and he hears the snail, and he looks round and he says, "Come sail with me." And look, he picks him up on his tail, and then they swim, right? Like, I know they're sticky, a snail, right? Like, it could crawl up your window, couldn't it? Crawl up a wall, right? It could do that. It is sticky. I don't think it's going to handle this. There's mountains here. That's a volcano going off. It's still stuck on there. Wave. Look. These are the waves that arched and crashed, that foamed and frolicked and sprayed and splashed. The tiny snail on the tail of the whale. It's still on there. Sorry. And then I've got to deal with questions from my one. How did he stay on there? I don't know, actually, because quite frankly, it's impossible. It carries on. They go round. Look. That's thunder and lightning now, and he's still on there, and he's still checking. Look at his eye, going, "Oh, is he still on? Is he still on? Yeah, he's still on there, still gripping it." They go all the way, right? Then what happens? You won't believe what happens. So, load of speedboats. They're creating a load of noise. The whale gets a bit scared and swims like off course, as if all of these locations aren't off course. He's gone through like, well, look. gone everywhere. But anyway, that's put him off now. The snail's still there, by the way. Obviously, he swims off course and he ends up look, beached whale, literally, right? And that's sad. No one wants to see that, do they? Right. He's now going, I can't get back in there because I'm too heavy and I can't get into water because I can't move. He's literally stuck. So the snail, right, crawls off. And this is where I've really drawn the line now. He crawls off, right, finds a school, right. How close by? Unless he's docked, unless there's a beach, and then literally where his nose finishes, if this carried on, the school's there, this makes no sense. How can the snail crawl, bearing in mind how slow they are, crawl all the way to a school, right, without the whale dying? Because that's going to take, I reckon that's going to take the snail, I don't know, 3 years? I've seen them crawl up windows. I've seen them crawl up a window and it'd be there all day. This thing's got to a school. It's then had the brain power to then go on the teacher's board and write "Save the Whale" in its trail on the blackboard. Now, the teacher must be like, oh, don't believe this. Trying to teach a lesson, they'll all be going, oh, look, there's a snail in the room. And then it's growing up on the board. And like, or how quick is this thing? Is it just like it's gone in and just gone like that and written it? And everyone's like, oh my God. And then, but then even that message, save the whale. Bit cryptic, isn't it? Like, so what? So they automatically know, oh, there's a whale. That could mean absolutely anything, couldn't it? Save the whale. He might have missed the S or save the whales. It could be a protest. Save the whales. He might save the whale. How are you meant to know? They all run off, call in the fire brigade, and then he's saved. And I'm having to deal with questions now, 100 questions about this upstairs. Like, how did the snail get to the school? Well, it crawled there, and you're sat there answering these questions to your daughter going, I don't know. Like, it makes no sense. Another one here. And this is another one that winds me up. Look, just different versions of it. Jack and the Jelly Beanstalk. Really? Is this where we're at? Just do the normal one. And if you haven't read this one, you know the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, right? Exactly the same, really. It's just jelly beans. Don't need that. Jack and the Jelly Beanstalk. This one, now, funny, don't get me wrong, oi frog. But the story, it's not even a story, really. Not really a story to this. I'll read you a little bit. Oi, frog, sit on a log, said the cat. But I don't want to sit on a log, said the frog. Logs are all knobbly and uncomfortable, and they give you splinters in your bottom. I don't care, said the cat. You're a frog, so you must sit on the log. Who's this cat think he is? Demanding stuff. Why is there a frog and a cat in the house? That makes no sense either. Can't I sit on a mat, said the frog. Only cats sit on mats. He's big-headed now, isn't he? Yeah, well, only cats sit on mats, so that's up to you, isn't it? What about a chair, said the poor frog just wants somewhere to sit, and this thing's just chucking out rules at him. What about a chair, said the frog. I wouldn't mind sitting on a chair. Hares sit on chairs. Right. That's childish. So now all you're doing really is just answering things to the frog that wants to find somewhere to sit. Now you're just picking things that rhyme. And that is essentially what it is. It's picking out words that rhyme with the things that the frog wants to sit on. Which is funny the first time. Once you've read it 100 times at bedtime, it's not as funny. It then becomes really annoying. And then, again, you're dealing with questions. Why, like, here you go. Perhaps I should, God, that was nearly a fumble of words, wasn't it? Perhaps I should sit on a stool, said the frog. Mules sit on stools, said the cat. What about a sofa, said the frog. I could stretch right out on a sofa. Only gophers sit on sofas, so. And then you're dealing with the questions then. Oh, why is there no gophers on the sofas? Because it's a book. We got cats as well. Oh, cats sit on mats. Yeah, well, they do. Yeah, they do. But some of the ones that come up... What do foxes sit on? Foxes sit on boxes And fleas sit on peas. What? Fleas sit on peas. Look, there he is. There, look. Fleas sit on peas. Look, there. Where is it? There. Look, there he is. There's a little flea there sat on a pea. I mean, what are we doing? What do gorillas sit on? Gorillas sit on pillars. No, they don't. None of this is true. The whole book makes no sense. And then the bit at the end that is kind of funny, I guess. What do dogs sit on? Asked the frog. Oh, I was hoping you weren't going to ask that, said the cat. Sat on him, look. But like, what is going on? Like that is, it's just annoying. And I'm struggling to find books now that like I'm thrilled about reading at bedtime. Like the quicker we can start reading, like well, I don't know. I'm not even a big Harry Potter fan, but do you know what? Give me an actual story, because this is driving me round the bend. Oi frog. Do you know what's worse? We've got other ones up there of the same series. We've got that one, Oi cat, and we've got Oi dog as well. Again, fairly similar. You can pretty much guarantee what happens in it. It's just he changes the rules in a few of them, and there's different animals sat on different things. I can't believe there's 5 of them in total, just of different animals sitting on different objects. Ridiculous. Right, this has been Bedtime with Arran Articulates. Have a lovely sleep, everybody. Finally, Arran Articulates has come back to you too.
Welcome to Arran Articulates, the rant and rave king. Talks about issues that affect you and everything. Rants, swings, and even some rambles. All of the stuff that make your life a shambles. This is Arran Articulates, the articulation king. Even has guests on the show to see what they bring. We come living uncut with a little rant crew. Longs you can rant, you are welcome here too. Like and subscribe to Arran Articulates and never miss a vid. Get everyone watching, including your kid. This is Arran Articulates. Welcome to the show. Now click that like button and let's just go.